quiet village beneath the cherry blossoms, a young woman named Mulan stares into her reflection. Trained to be obedient, graceful, and silent, she wonders, is this truly all she is meant to be? When the emperor's decree reaches the village, every family must offer a soldier. Mulan watches in fear as her aging father steps forward, knowing that he may not return from war. That night, with the moon as her witness, Mulan makes a daring choice. She dons her father's armor, cuts her hair, and rides into the unknown to save him and discover herself. At the training camp, Mulan becomes Ping, a clumsy recruit in a world ruled by discipline and strength. Every fall and failure tests her spirit, but her courage only grows. Through sweat and perseverance, Mulan transforms. She finds her own way to rise, not by brute force, but with determination and cleverness. Slowly, the soldier they once doubted becomes a leader. Faced with an ambush in the snowy mountains, Mulan makes a bold move, causing an avalanche that saves her comrades. But in the aftermath, her secret is revealed, and everything changes. Left behind and cast aside, Mulan nearly gives in to despair. But when she sees the enemy marching toward the imperial city, a fire ignites within her. She may no longer wear a uniform, but she still wears honor. With danger looming, Mulan races to warn the city. Though mocked and dismissed, she refuses to give up, for she knows that true bravery is not in following rules, but in standing for what is right. When the palace is under siege, Mulan leads the charge. She doesn't fight like the others. She uses wit, speed, and courage. In the end, it is she who defeats the enemy and saves the emperor. Mulan returns home not as a war hero, but as a daughter. Though she brings medals and glory, her father needs no trophies. To him, the greatest honor is having her back. Peace returns to the village, and so does a new visitor. Captain Shang arrives, not to command, but to connect. In her own time and her own way, Mulan opens her heart to a future she chooses. And so, Mulan's story becomes a legend, a tale of duty, of courage, and of finding your voice in a world that tries to silence it. For true destiny is never given. It's discovered by those brave enough to seek it. Each morning, I rise to honor my family. I sweep, I serve, I smile. But deep inside, I feel something more. A quiet spark waiting to become a fire. Sometimes I wonder if I'm meant for something greater than what tradition allows. I dream of strength, of freedom, of becoming the warrior I see in my heart. When my father's name was called, I felt my world shift. I couldn't let him face battle again. I had to act, not out of rebellion, but love. The camp was cold and unfamiliar, but I breathed through the fear. I was no soldier yet, but every ache, every bruise meant I was one step closer. I stumbled, I failed. Laughter echoed all around me, but I refused to bow to shame. Each mistake became a lesson, each cut, a mark of growth. General Shang saw more in me than I saw in myself. His patience, his strength, they challenged me to rise, not just as a soldier, but as a leader. Alone beneath the stars, I questioned everything. Was I strong enough? Brave enough? But even in my doubt, I found a reason to keep fighting. They began to see me, not as different, but as one of them. In that shared sweat, struggle, and laughter, I discovered the power of belonging. The storm came, but I didn't run. I trained through it. In the pouring rain, I found my strength, not in perfection, but in persistence. I stopped following. I started leading. Not because I had all the answers, but because I believed in something more. Honor, courage, and the will to protect. I I looked into the river and saw someone new. A warrior, a daughter, a woman who chose her path. And for the first time, I truly saw myself. My journey began with fear, but it ends with purpose. I'm not just fighting for my family. I fight for every girl who wonders if she's enough. You are.
Even warriors must eat. In every leaf and root lies a story. Today, I walk not into battle, but into the forest, to seek flavors, to nourish strength, and honor the wisdom of my ancestors. The forest provides, if you know where to look. With patience and respect, I search for the herbs, roots, and fungi that have fed generations. Nature whispers its secrets. I simply learn to listen. My grandmother's hands taught me the language of the land. Every plant has a purpose, some to heal, others to protect. These memories guide me, reminding me that food is more than survival. It's legacy. With no kitchen but earth and fire, I build with what the wild offers. A warrior adapts, turning bamboo to tools, stone to stove. Here, even sparks become strength when fueled by purpose. In battle, we adapt. In cooking, too, if the forest hides its treasures, I turn to what's near. Shiitake for wood ear, rice for lotus. It's not the ingredient, it's the spirit we honor. The first flame dances, and the forest surrenders its flavor. Garlic chives crackle, mushrooms soften. Simple fire transforms the humble into the heroic. This is how warriors eat, with heart, with heat, with heritage. Steam rises like memory, gentle, persistent, sacred. I wrap wild rice and herbs in lotus leaves, just as generations before me did. Cooking slowly, with care, connects me to the quiet power of tradition. Healing comes in many forms. In this pot, roots and berries simmer, offering balance, strength, and warmth. A warrior's path is hard, but food like this reminds the soul how to rest and recover. Every bite tells a story of the land, of the past, of love passed down in flavors. I share this meal not as a soldier, but as a daughter of China, with pride. Tonight, I feast not in celebration of victory, but in gratitude. For the earth, for wisdom, for the quiet moments that heal. Even in silence, a warrior finds peace around the firelight. You don't need a sword or mountain. Start with what you have, your kitchen, your curiosity. The flavors of tradition wait patiently to be rediscovered. The journey to strength begins with your first taste. To be like Mulan is to be brave, yes, but also resourceful, curious, and grounded. Let every meal you create reflect who you are. Honor your roots and the warrior spirit within you. Today, I celebrate more than just my birthday. My story is not only about battles and bravery, it's about the roots that shaped me. Tonight, we honor my ancestors, whose strength flows through me. Before any feast or laughter, we honor those who came before us. Every incense stick, every bow, is a reminder that I stand here because of their courage, their love, and their wisdom. As a child, I learned that honoring ancestors isn't simply remembering, it's connecting. Through offerings and prayers, we speak across generations, carrying their voices into today. This bond gave me strength, even when far from home. My father once told me that true honor is not found in wealth or victory, but in how we live by our ancestors' values. My courage has always been tied to our family's legacy. On birthdays, my family gathers with food rich in memory: dumplings, noodles, tea. Yet before we eat, we set aside a portion for our ancestors, inviting them to join our table. uniting past and present. As a little girl, I watched my grandmother light candles for the ancestors. We believed they celebrated with us. Even today, I imagine their presence, smiling as their traditions guide us with quiet strength. When I chose to take my father's place in the army, it wasn't rebellion, it was duty. I carried my ancestors' honor with me, and their teachings shaped every step I took toward courage. Today, I see traditions carried forward in new ways. Digital family trees and online archives preserve the past. Even with technology, the heart of it remains unchanged, remembering, honoring, and staying connected to family. Families now celebrate across borders, sharing rituals through live streams and messages. I smile at how love travels further than distance. Tradition evolves, but the spirit of remembrance will always keep us together. Children from every culture share their ways of honoring family through prayer, music, or stories. In those traditions, I see threads that unite us all. Family, honor, and courage transcend every boundary. As I release this lantern to the sky, I send blessings to my ancestors. Their guidance has shaped me, their strength surrounds me, and their legacy lights the path for generations yet to come. My journey was never just about battles or victories. It was about roots, heritage, and honor. Remember your ancestors, for within their stories lies the strength that will guide your tomorrow. I found a scroll hidden within my family's ancestral hall. Its golden seal shimmered with mystery. As I unrolled it, whispers of forgotten artistry filled the air, hinting at a challenge unlike any I've known. The scroll revealed an ancient tradition, imperial calligraphy. More than writing, it was a discipline of spirit and soul. With each glowing character before me, I felt drawn into a world of beauty and mystery. Honor does not always come from the sword. As I looked at the scroll, I realized this artistry tested not strength, but patience, discipline, and heart. This challenge would reveal a new part of myself. The ancients spoke of the four treasures: the brush, ink, paper, and inkstone. I laid them out before me, not as weapons, but as sacred tools of beauty. Each held power beyond battle. As I ground the inkstick in slow circles, I felt time itself quiet. The black ink deepened like the night sky. In this patience, I discovered a rhythm as meditative as any warrior's training. I smoothed the paper and placed the brush with care. Cherry blossoms drifted through the open window, reminding me of stillness. To honor this art, I first had to honor the space around me. My first characters were clumsy, uneven, and heavy-handed. I laughed at my mistakes, reminding myself that even warriors stumble. The brush revealed humility, teaching me that strength grows from patience, not perfection. I remembered the words of old masters: balance, order, posture. Straightening my back, I steadied my hand. With each stroke, the guidance of ancient wisdom shaped not only my writing, but also my spirit. Though my characters leaned and wavered, I began to smile. Imperfection, I realized, carried its own story. Every floored stroke spoke of effort, growth, and courage. Beauty was not in perfection, but persistence. The scroll revealed my true task: to master the character dragon, symbol of imperial destiny. My breath steadied, my grip firm. This was not just calligraphy, it was a test of spirit and determination. Stroke by stroke, the character emerged beneath my hand. My heart raced as I finished the final line. The dragon glowed before me, alive with spirit, alive with the strength I had discovered within. As I stepped beneath the cherry blossoms, I held my work with pride. This art was not about perfection, but patience and connection. Perhaps you, too, might discover beauty in creating your own masterpiece.